Hi YouTubers, it's next Vinos interesting topic right now. So interesting topic as of May 25th, 2020. So something pretty freaking cool. So I personally think this is pretty freaking cool. So anyway, I will discuss something basically right now. So essentially, everyone knows the legal age to drink in the United States is 21, and the legal age to buy tobacco products is 21, and the legal age to do gamble is 18 or 21 depending on your state, and etc. etc. So basically, right now, we'll discuss something important or something interesting I find. So obviously, you walk into a shop, you look underage, you're going to buy a six-pack of beer or a bottle of wine, or you're going to buy a cigar, a nice big-ass cigar. You look underage, they're probably going to card you. So the store's just being careful, they're just being careful, like the big-ass cigar, and they have every right to card you. I mean, no store in their right mind is going to sell to somebody who looks underage because, for all they know, it could be a sting, it could be a plant, they could be a decoy, they could be an undercover agent waiting in the car. So they're stupid if they don't card the person. But I want to talk about right now. But it's very interesting to me how a lot of times I'll be at my liquor store in town, and I'll be going up to the counter to buy a cigar. It'll be somebody buying a bottle of wine or something, and this person, I'm not talking about any in particular person, just people in general. People. This person will be like buying a bottle of wine or six-pack of beer, and the person does not look like they're young at all because the legal age to buy alcohol is 21 in the United States. And I'm like, wow, that person actually got carded. Now, disclaimer: some stores have a policy that everyone shows ID. Some stores around me, like Ocean State Job Lot, which is kind of like a warehouse store, they or kind of like a whatever store, that kind of crap. They have a policy. Everyone shows ID. A store called BJ's, they have a policy. Everyone shows ID. Wegmans, which is a grocery store, they have a policy. Everyone shows ID. That kind of shit. But I want to talk about basically how stores that don't have everyone checks ID. So, for instance, the liquor store I go to in town, which is my favorite liquor store, in town, they don't check everyone's ID. So, it's under 30, get carded. So, you look under 30, you get carded. So, it's at their discretion. So, technically, they could card everybody, but it's at their discretion. So, and I'm surprised sometimes there'll be a person. There's a woman ahead of me this past weekend who was easily in her early to mid 30s, and they carded her. It really freaked the shit out of me because it's like, wow, they actually carded that person. Now, the person could have looked younger. It's all based on your personal opinion. So, as they say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. So, or whatever, that kind of crap. So, it's like, yeah. So, it's all based on your personal, like my personal opinion of somebody who looks, a certain way. Like I might think a person is older than another person. So people have said I look as young as 16 or 17. Other people may say I look as old as 30 or 31 years old. But for the last damn time, I am 29 years old for the last damn time. It's kind of interesting. It's a matter of opinion. So it's one of those things where it's based on your personal opinion. And I mean, believe me, the store's just being careful. They don't want to get a suspension of their license. They don't want to get fined by the Board of Health or by the police department. They don't want to be written up. They don't want to have a mark on their record. They're just being careful. It's like the big ass cigar. I mean, believe me, they're just being careful. But it has surprised me. I mean, I was at my other liquor store in town near where I work, and there was a person ahead of me. The person was definitely probably older than me, and yeah, they got carded. So it depends. I mean, obviously, when you see a 80-year-old man in there who's buying a pack of cigarettes and they're carding the person, that's kind of silly because I mean, an 80-year-old man, it's like unless you have a policy that everyone shows ID, and stores that don't have a policy, that's an indication they've had problems. So when they're starting to card people who are 70 or 80 years old, that's an indication they've had problems. They've had run-ins with the law. They've been caught before. So anyway, big Oscar for life, just pretty freaking cool. Just thought I'd give you my thoughts. Bye.